what is Knock gonna do next? He's got a suit.
He has a suit.
He's got two parts of two different suits.
So he's gonna go back to the garage and see if maybe someone who has a much nicer car than he has, or much nicer speeder than he has, perhaps is in for repairs that he could light side point his way into.
So you want there to be a really nice speeder that you can steal.
It doesn't have to be the nicest speeder, but it's not a far stretch to think that most speeders are nicer than Knox already. But something that looks respectable.
Sure. Knowing Ollie, knowing the procedure for this place, you know where they keep the keys to the speeders. There are a couple lock boxes that they put the last 4 digits of your comm code on to set as the lock after hours, and it is late afternoon and this place has closed now. He spots a few speeders sitting in the spots where people are going to probably pick them up after work. You want to pick one of those boxes?
Yeah, absolutely. Just pick the lock?
Yeah.
Sure.
Alternatively, you could smash it, because I'm sure that would probably also work.
I want to skullduggery it, but I want to make it visibly picked.
Okay.
That way he doesn't come back on his friend.
Yeah.
So like if he wants to try and make it so it definitely looks like somebody picked it.
You want to do a messy job.
Yes.
And while we're rolling dice, we are between scenes. You should roll cool or discipline to recover strain.
Yes. So
One strain.
One strain. Woo! 3. I can 3 shapeshifts now.
You put pass those advantages onto your skullduggery check.
Oh, okay. As a boost?
Yeah.
Okay.
People have broken into these before, so I think they're not like the most high-tech piece of security, but they're not easy. I think they're going to be average.
It's more of a brute force pick than it is anything.
Yeah.
3 successes and 1 advantage.
Yeah. So you pick the lock. You make it look like somebody picked the lock. Do you have an idea for that advantage?
He's going to recover strain. He is now feeling like things are starting to go his way. He's like, things were a little rocky at the start, but as of right now, no one's the wiser. Things are going all right. He just has to get inside now. That's all he has to do is get inside, and then he can just disappear.
Without a light side flip, you push the button and hear the boop boop of an old truck. But if you want, you can flip the light side point for it to be something nicer.
But is it a nice old truck?
No.
I'll flip the light side point.
Brown.
You could.
It's probably from Tatooine.
You could smell the desert sun on it.
So you push the button on the key fob, and what little beep goes off? What does the speeder look like?
I figured it's like it's like a sportier BMW of the speeders. So it's probably a 2-seater. It's smaller. It's got the repulsors are covered, so you can't even see the repulsors. It's just a sled. The bottom's all chromed out.
Is it symmetrical or asymmetrical?
I think it's symmetrical. I think it's meant to be something that is flashy, but also can, like, if you modify it, can be like a little race car kind of thing.
Yeah.
But it's not. It's just it looks nicer than it is kind of thing.
Little wings or no little wings?
Oh yeah, little wings, totally. Like little bitty fins on the side.
Yeah. Oh yeah. What color?
Like a dark forest green.
Okay.
But shiny.
Yeah. Little bits of chrome around the edges and around the windscreen.
Yeah, like a real clean Boba Fett.
Yeah.
That dark green color. This is more olive than forest, but it's a little darkish green.
Yeah. So is the interior sort of a maroon leather?
That's exactly what I was thinking. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You hop in. You make your way to Future Forward Galactic.
Yep.
All right.
Right for the parking lot attendant. Because I'm assuming it's a valet.
Yeah. So you make your way through traffic. It's still on the busy side. It's just after most workplaces, at least in the daytime shifts, are letting out. And you make your way towards Future Forward Galactic's headquarters. the building looms on the horizon. It's a lot taller than a lot of the other buildings in this part of downtown. It's like a black monolith. And you drive by the front and you see that there isn't really any sort of valet or anything happening. And then you get the idea to fly a little higher.
Oh no. An audible gulp as he's probably shifting as he's ascending also, because now he's close.
Yeah. You take the speeder up further towards the top of this building, and the place where the valet is not the top. There are a few more floors, but it's pretty far up, and you drop your speeder off. Somebody gives you a ticket for it. Pretty different than the usual type of ticket you're used to getting when you're in your speeder.
Yeah, right. Who do I owe for this one? So if I were to be shifting on the way up as I'm ascending, would I need a setback dive for the heights?
I think you would need a setback dive for concentrating on two things at once.
Okay, cool. All right. This will determine how he approaches this person. Hey, I got a success.
Yeah.
I need 3 more string.
So what are you looking like?
I'm looking like Dr. Selyar Sanlev.
Great.
Or at least who I assume. I'm looking like the older gentleman who I am under the assumption is.
You get out of the speeder, and the young person taking the speeders around is a chatter fan. He grabs your key fob, waits for a second for a tip, probably doesn't
even realize he's what it's waiting for.
Yeah, yep. It does not come off as waiting for a tip. He sighs, gets in the speeder, and flies away.
Just standing there like, okay, all right. His little head lowers.
This little guy next to you, yeah. And yeah, you are at Future Forward Galactic. There are a lot of people around, a few people milling around outside. This place is sleek. Everybody here is wearing their Canto Bite best. You see lots of jewelry, lots of black, lots of white.
So I was only able to get the jacket in the pants.
Mm-hmm.
So he's probably just got a white shirt that he could find underneath, like a JCPenney special. He ran before he came out, grabbed a white shirt and just like dress shoes. Mm-hmm. Quote. So he's looking dollar store fresh.
Yeah. Pants, yeah.
Yeah. He's like, okay. He approaches the front door with his parking ticket as if it's a ticket to get in. He's just holding it like, because I need this. Oh, hello. One for the party.
You say that to somebody, and somebody approaches you and says, Selyar, going casual tonight?
Well, I figured if I could get away on my own, I would, it'd be easier for me to stay away if I didn't look quite the part.
Well, I'm afraid I suppose there's nothing we can do about that now.
Just trying to be comfortable,
I see. Well, I think we're just waiting for Ambria, and then we can, I suppose we could head in without her.
Oh, I might need to use the refresher. I was in a bit of a hurry on my way here. Thought I was going to be late.
Oh, I'll wait. I'll come with you. I also was in a hurry.
Excellent.
My driver was quite slow.
You really must try and drive on your own once in a while. It's quite fun, especially with the right speeder. And he gives him an elbow.
Oh no, it's too much for me. At my age, this person is older. They've got a sort of a pointy white goatee, and they're human.
All right, well, shall we? And he's just he was going to try and shift in the refresher, but as long as it just goes as normal, he's just gonna go sit there for a minute and then leave with the person because he knows that they're sticking to him like glue now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
he's sweating again.
Are you okay?
Yes. It's just it was exhilarating. I haven't quite driven that fast in some time. They say drive it like you stole it.
Well, we've got a lot to celebrate tonight. I hope you're ready to give your speech.
Always ready. Yes, absolutely. I've been planning this for ages.
And the after party, that's going to be quite the thing, I hear. They've got it all set up downstairs.
Oh, what all have they thrown in for this? How crazy is it gonna get?
He gives you a look like you should really know.
Good lad. Keep your mouth shut.
Say, where are your boys? Heaven knows them.
Oh, I gave them the slip. I was wanting to kind of get out on my own tonight.
That's fairly unusual of you, especially since that break-in.
Yes. Well, I figured with the break-in, they would probably be looking for my security if they were looking for me. So if my security is elsewhere, then maybe I would be in the clear.
He looks around the room. There are tons of people in here, lots of people of many different species, and he says, "Oh, there's Vera. We should say hello."
Ah, yes.
It's as much her night as it is ours.
Of course. Indubitably.
As you go, this man grabs 2 drinks off of a tray and hands you one, and you make your way towards a Pantoran woman.
Oh, hello, Vera. How are you?
Celiar, I'm doing fabulously. And how about you?
Well, with tonight, most excellently.
Tonight's the night.
It is the night. Yes.
Congratulations on your recent acquisitions, Vera. I'm happy that you were able to do what you needed to do with Little Onderon.
Oh, Little Onderon. Yes. It's coming along quite nicely.
Yes, we've just acquired those disgusting apartments down there.
Oh, dreadful.
We're planning renovations. There's only we just have some troublesome tenants we need to take care of first.
Oh yes, troublesome tenants. I know how that can be.
But enough about this. This is boring talk. We're here to celebrate, to party. What's new with you, Celiar?
Well, you wouldn't believe it. I'd like to make some sort of check to try and stealthily act like, oh no, I was bumped and I spilled this drink all over my jacket. I need to go and tend to this.
So it's going to be stealth against one of these people's vigilance, probably?
Okay. Oh, stealth. Oh no.
I mean, unless you've got something else in mind.
Stealth is probably the best. That or the deception, but I don't think it's really lying. I'm actually physically doing something.
Okay.
So stealth or, I don't know, skullduggery, but I'm not really picking pockets or anything. It's probably stealth.
So I think it's going to be against Vera's vigilance, which is 2 reds and 1 purple.
Oh no, really? Yeah, I'll use a light side point.
Okay. What have you gotten yourself into here?
A pickle. 2 failures.
So what do? You knock into somebody?
Yeah, he kind of goes to gesture grandly with his hands as he begins to speak and pretends like he got bumped by someone off to his side and like dumps the drink out himself. Oh no.
Celiar, you don't have to put on airs if you don't want to talk to us. You go mingle with your friends somewhere else. It's fine.
Oh, just gonna go clean myself up. He's severely sweating. Man. So yeah, he's gonna try and find somewhere where he can shift, but I gotta figure out. Did Evan and Ozum have similar attire?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He's going to shift into Evan. No. Yes, Evan.
So where do you go? What are you gonna do?
He heads towards the refresher. He's gonna look for like maybe somewhere where there's like a kitchen, like a back entrance to like staff area.
Yeah, you spot a place where waiters are coming out with trays. And just before you get there, you feel a heavy hand on your arm as I hit the dark side point.
Yes, of course. Hello.
And you hear a deep voice say,
"Oh, Dr. Sonlife. I didn't expect to see you here tonight."
Yes, well, must make my rounds, as they say.
You turn to see Chevin, their long elephant trunk-like face hunched back and stubby, heavy arms and legs. She's dressed exquisitely for a Chevin.
A little birdie told me that you had an emergency call.
Oh, yes, I have so many emergencies I must attend to at all times, so I'm sure tonight will be no different.
She does not let go of your arm, squeezes it a little tighter.
What are you planning?
Planning? Well, I don't like to spill the surprise. It's a wonderful night tonight. We should all be celebrating.
She lets go, squints her eyes at you.
You look lovely, by the way.
You look underdressed. I'll have my eyes on you.
And I'll have my eyes on you. And he backs through the doors.
Into the kitchen?
Yeah. Just stealing a peek at what's going to be on the menu for tonight.
You duck into the kitchen.
Just sweating. Just like dying at this point.
It's hot in here, too.
What have I got myself into? Ollie, I swear if I get out of here. Since we're back here, are there any extra waiters close?
Or are there a
lot of waiters? I don't want to be the stun 'em and shift 'em, but it's been kind of fun, and I've been kind of good at it lately. That's the one thing I've been doing okay, except for that one shot. He'll switch jackets. He'll try to find another jacket. Maybe he'll spill something on one of the waiters or something. Is there? Oh, out back, someone's got to be smoking, right?
Sure.
Somebody's out back smoking, and they're not going to take their inside jacket because they don't want the people dining to smell the death stick or whatever they're doing and get them fired or whatever. So yeah, he's going to look for another exit that leads to an outside access.
Yeah. You find an exit that leads to a stairwell, and as you go through the stairwell, you see that there's a door on the other side that looks like it heads out. And heading through this stairwell, you bump into somebody who doesn't look like they belong at this party at all. They are dressed nice, but not like fancy party nice. This person it's almost business casual. They've got a briefcase. They've got a very obvious blaster on a strap across their back.
Like an SMG type blaster, like a little Uzi.
Yeah. Exactly like an Uzi.
Okay.
And you head out, or are you grabbing a jacket?
Yeah, he's gonna try and grab a jacket. Something that will let him get away from people, that won't look so suspicious if he's going, because this is an event, and we're looking for stuff to steal. So imagine at some point he's gonna have to start, once he becomes inconspicuous and thinks he's able to blend more, then he wants to start skullduggering.
Okay.
Skulldugging. He's definitely frustrated with Ollie, but it's got to be a good enough score if Ollie's, if he went through all this trouble, he's not going to leave without something. So, or at least attempt to leave with something.
You get the jacket on and head into the kitchen. Are you going to shift into...
Yeah, so if he saw someone coming into the kitchen and heading back outside maybe to smoke, maybe he just shifts into what their visage.
Okay.
So I'm going to pass out eventually, just shifting too much.
What strain are you? What's your current
6.
strain? It's 6. I'm going to go ahead and flip to make this one, to add a red to this pool.
Okay. Part of me wants to flip, but I don't.
Go for it.
I should.
Look at all those light side points you've got.
I know, and you're so devious. I do like the fun, though, so I'll go ahead and flip it. I never know what's going to happen.
I was hoping for a triumph to spare.
Whew. Yeah.
So you shift. What does that look like, and what do you look like now?
So he gets a little taller as he's going. Not so much that the pants don't fit properly, but enough that he fits into the jacket, and then his face kind of ripples a little bit, and then as it's rippling, the features change as it moves down his face, and he looks like Mary Allen.
Okay.
So his face tattoos might not be perfect because you got a glance at this kid as he walked by, so they may not be perfect, but it's passing, and he's help, so most people shouldn't be paying him much attention anyway.
Yeah, I imagine that your skin changes and then smooths out, and then I'm just like imagining these like scales changing colors, like moving around your eye to be the tattoos.
Kind of like Mystique style, how it ripples and like this,
exactly.
Shift. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You grab a tray. What are you gonna do?
Grabs a tray, a couple of glasses, shakily carries them out. He has both hands on each side of the tray. He's not gonna try and do the one hand, and just bumps his way, and he's gonna try and spot who looks like they have the loosest jewelry.
Yeah. As you exit this kitchen, I am going to flip a dark side point.
I know those pants.
Not quite. Probably worse.
Oh no.
You exit the kitchen to the sound of blaster fire, as that person you passed earlier stands in the middle of this room with their blaster aimed at the ceiling, firing shots, and everybody ducks down.
He's going to attempt to just turn back around and walk into the kitchen and look through the window if he can.
And he turns around and he bumps into 3 or 4 more people with blasters in their hands.
Oh, cool.
Not so fast, buddy. Get in there. Get on the ground with everyone else.
All right. Yeah. Yep. Okay.
And the guy in the center starts giving a speech.
Yeah, he's probably actually really glad he's not Dr. Sonlev right now. And he's going to drink one of the drinks on his tray. Because he sat down with everyone else. He's just going to take one of the glasses and just look around nervously. He's still looking for stuff to steal, assuming that as long as everything goes fine, we'll get to leave. They're here for the corporate. They're not here for the help. We're all on the same side here. We're just taking their money from them.
The people who pushed it back into the space spread out around it. They each have blasters. This is definitely some sort of hostage situation, but I would like a perception check. Roll a force die with it.
Okay. Perception. I imagine like normally this would probably make most people really anxious, but being a Claudite, he's like, I just need an opening. I just need the right opening and enough strain to not pass out. Oh, I shifted again, didn't I? I gotta go up.
You did.
To 9. What's the difficulty for that?
The difficulty is a great question.
That's terrifying.
What's your perception?
It's alright. It's 3 green and a blue because I have uncanny senses.
This is going to be against 2 reds and 1 purple.
2 reds and oh wow. I'm going to flip 1 and upgrade. What? 2 success, 2 threats, and a light side.
Yeah.
All right.
Something weird is going on here. Among these people, these it's not the leader. That guy's just a person. They're a chist. It's not them. There's these people spread around the room, and you're getting an eye on things because these people aren't necessarily your type of people, but they're not like the other people here. They're more your side than all these bigwigs.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of look around to see if you recognize any of them, and I think with your successes you get the idea that these people are mercenaries, and with your light side you get the idea that something weird is going on. You see that one of them has another person almost on a leash.
A person?
Yeah.
They have a person on a leash?
Yeah.
Okay, that's strange. He's definitely curious now. He's going to drink the second drink as he's trying to figure out what is going on here.
The person who is on the leash with your 2 threats looks at you and makes eye contact and keeps...
He spits the drink.
Eye contact. They are tall. They are immune. They've got that long head, long arms, long fingers. Kind of creepy looking. No nose. They're a little bit hunched, like they've been in a cage for a long time. They look at you with almost the eyes of a predator.
Shivers. Grabs the last drink on the tray.
And the Chiss finishes his speech. Some of the people in the center are pleading with him to, that they'll give him money, and he says, yes, you will give me money. You will give me lots of money. I need 4.4 billion credits.
He spits the third drink out.
And transport from this building. Who has a comm on them right now? And lots of people raise their hands.
I do not, because he knows what's going on.
Anvil, collect the comms. Anvil, this giant Aqualish, takes off his big bucket hat and starts walking around the room collecting people's comm links.
He's just gonna pretend like he doesn't have anything on him. He's got his tray, and he's just kind of like spinning the glass on the tray and acting nonchalant, like.
You hear one of these guys say, "Boss, somebody's on the secure comm. They want to talk to you." And they toss this Chiss a comm link, and he sort of walks out of this center circle that he's in and moves off to a side, moving towards an office. As he gets out of earshot of everybody, people start murmuring in the crowd. Thank you for listening to another episode of Coruscant Nights. Thank you to Zach and Doug for playing on today's episode. Find Zach's show, Tales of the Outer Rim, wherever you find your podcasts, or follow Tales on Twitch for live streams of Star Wars RPGs and more. For all of Zach's links, visit linktree/Tales of the Outer Rim. Check out Doug's latest prints at voidboy.art. Coruscant Nights is supported by Patreon and KO-FI. Visit us at patreon.com/Coruscant Nights, where we're currently releasing lost episodes of all of our shows. And be sure to check out ko-fi.com/nightcast, where you can get physical copies of our RPGs and other good stuff. For more about us and the shows that we make, visit nightcastcreative.com.